All right, so let's turn it and burn it. Now we're going to start talking. We'll just do our pitches, which for good practice. So my name is Michael Gaminol. I am the owner of Gaminol Tutors. I recently created my ASVAB Domination Pro booklet. You can get your copy today on gaminoltutors.com/booklet. It's pretty sweet. It's going to cover your main four subjects: math knowledge, arithmetic, reasoning, paragraph comprehension, and word knowledge. And then all sorts of juicy bonuses on the front throughout the whole thing: skills checklist, mindset worksheet, word bank list, practice and explanation, a ton of stuff. And I also want to express appreciation to YouTube for helping me to create it. So hop online, get it today.
Fantastic. You're very welcome. It was a pleasure to work with it, and I think everybody could benefit from a book like that. To be honest, I think every company should have some kind of a onboarding book or a catalog or a "this is how we do things here" or "this is our mission, this is how you fit into it," that kind of thing. But maybe not as extensive as what you've done, where you've got actual education program in paper form. That I think that any company would be more legitimate if they had that. So anyway, Paula Williams with AZCI, and we help aviation companies sell more of their products and services. And if you need a booklet or a website or a brochure or a catalog or anything else, that is what we do for aviation companies, and occasionally as tutors as well.
And I can vouch for that. It would not be as good as it was if it was just me. So, yeah.
Oh, you guys had this. We just proofread a little bit.
not you guys. But that's what you need. You know what I mean? You need that validity for sure. Cool. Go ahead.
And I work for ABCI also, but I do the back end stuff having to do with finances and databases and IT and that kind of thing. But I also do the business consulting on the occasion that we get clients that thought they wanted marketing, end up needing business consulting.
Right.
Sweet. Very cool. So let's jump into the book. And you guys are a marketing company. So you guys are marketing consultants. You guys kick ass at marketing. I'm going to start with you guys because you guys have a lot more experience as far as marketing goes. Go ahead and tell me. Let's start with Mom and then over to John. What did you think of the book?
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm going to give a little bit of explanation. If you're hearing weird noises or anything like that, we are staying at a fabulous friend's house in Galveston, actually. I'm going to show you. I'm at the window that you see above John right now, looking out over Kemah Bay, which is next to Galveston. So it's very pretty. But the sound may be a little less than what you expect. Anyway, John, you can show him in just a minute, but yeah, you want to do that? Okay.
This is out the window in front of me. There's no, matter of fact, there's a cruise ship out there now coming into port that you probably can't see because it's behind the wood railing.
Yeah, I think we have to use our imagination for the cruise ship. We can see the fence, and the water looks really nice. Sounds pretty sweet.
Yep.
Cloudy day today. But anyway, yeah, about the book, this is absolute thievery from the veterinary profession, right? I mean, we take stuff from wherever we can get it. And there is no book about, that is a planner like this that I have found anywhere. And this was the best one that I could find, looking at all of the reviews on Amazon and, the whole, every Barnes and Noble we go to, I look at all of the business books and, especially the marketing and social media books. And this is the only thing that I could find that was anywhere close to what it was. And I didn't want to build one. We might build one in the next year or two, but we just didn't.
You guys are on the same Wi-Fi, right?
We are on the same Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just weird. So once in a while, Mom, you'll freeze and John will keep going. So I don't know. But sorry, say it again. Go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. We'll keep it short today and try and just do the best we can to edit it together. anyway, yeah, this is the closest thing I have
Nope.
found to something like what I wanted to build and didn't have time to do. But there are some weird examples in here, like how many animals do they have and what kinds of animals do they have and stuff that gives it away, right? So this was written by a veterinarian talking to other veterinarians about how to sell their veterinary services. Brandon Breshears, the host of the Veterinary Marketing Podcast and the owner of the Maverick Digital Marketing. But it's written definitely for veterinarians, but it's still so much better than nothing. So
Actually, a good high-level plan for marketing.
So have you used it at all? Have you looked through it? Are any of these things useful to you as a startup?
So as a startup, my biggest concern with this is that it is a little bit open, right? Like it's created for veterinarians. So, I mean, I'm happy that it doesn't tell me how to sell, nail clipping or whatever vets do. I mean, vets do a lot of stuff, but like, I'm happy that it doesn't push me towards a direction that I'm not going. Mm-hmm. But I definitely think a little bit more specificity as far as like tags. I think more information for like a hashtag guide, because I was kind of struggling to come up with stuff. Yeah. What I do like is in the military, they call it the bluff, the bottom line up front, because the very first pages are all about like, yo, where are you at? Where do you want to be? Where are you at? Where do you want to be? And then each week, where are you at? Where do you want to be? Each month, where are you at? Where do you want to be? And that's one thing I've noticed is if you don't know where you're going, there's no freaking way to get there. So I like that. That part I like a lot. But I wish there was a little bit more guidance. Like me in my booklet, I have same thing, like fill in this blank box with your mindset about whatever. But I have like a little example sentence. Like this is an example sentence. This could be how you feel about this. I think that would go a long ways towards making this book a little bit more accessible, at least in my case. But again, as you said, it is better than nothing by a lot, by a long shot. It's very helpful because it will organize your thoughts. You just need some time to think them clearly, and it doesn't help you solidify your ideas as much. But it will help you to, write them down. Like you should have an idea here. You don't know what the idea is, but you should have one right here. So I think that is a benefit. But yeah, I would say 3 for 5, just for where I'm at. I think next year it would be a 4 out of 5, and the year after that it'd be a 5 out of 5. Cool. Because I would know what to put in each box. But as of where I'm at, right now it's about, 50-50 shot. It's helpful, but not as helpful as it could be.
Right. To that end, like on the headline formulas, that's another thing is there's no page numbers, which makes me crazy. So, if you're helping someone work through this and saying, okay, this is actually page 4, but there's no page 4. So, count 4 pages in and here you are at the headline formulas. What I did.
Absolutely. And it's like if it's a planner, they should have you would think they would have numbers, right? Like right? This, if you're trying to organize your thoughts, should probably organize your pages. Exactly. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But
oh my gosh. Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to bash into it because it isn't.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
The headline formulas. These aren't even headline formulas. These are copywriting formulas. And it's just a description, before, after, bridge.
They're what?
Those are copywriting formulas, you said?
Yes. These are not even headline formulas. These are copywriting formulas. You could use these for anything. You could use these for a letter, a sales letter. You could use these for an ad, for a Facebook ad. You could use these for a Google ad, for anything. It's just it's a mind trigger for a copywriting technique. If you know what those copywriting techniques are, this is incredibly useful, because you're walking through this going, okay, oh yeah, I could use that here. But if you don't know what those copywriting formulas are, it's useless. So what we did in our course, in our marketing planning strategy and so forth course, is we referred to this, but then we said, if you don't know what a copywriting formula is, use this page. And we sent it to a website that had all of those copywriting formulas. So it's a great reference, but it's not intended to be an instructional book. And these sure as heck aren't headline formulas. So I think they're being a little too non-specific. My university teacher would have gone kind of nuts over this and said, this is not correct, but it is helpful.
And it's in a book now, and it doesn't matter because it looks right. But yeah, I can see what you're saying here, because headline formulas versus copy, like that's where it needs to be specific. That's where it can't be obtuse. You need to know what you're doing. If you if you don't know what you're doing from this book, it's not as useful as it could be. Sure.
Right.
Yeah, it's one of those borderline books where if you know what you're doing, it's good. But if you know what you're doing, why do you need it?
Well, if you know what you're doing, then it's a great reference, because you write all of your own stuff in here, and then you have to hold yourself accountable to it. Did you really do what you said you were going to do? And then the next month, did you really do what you said you were going to do? And the next month.
So it's an accountability book then?
I think so, more than anything else.
Yeah, this will hold you to it. I got you.
Yeah, like you were saying. But what we did in the course is we did a short video. We took screenshots of what we wrote in here, for our company. And I think that will make it a little bit more useful for people, because they can see, here's an explanation, here's an example, now here's your page. So you go forth and do. So
you made a new product using this product.
We did what the DJs do with resampling, right?
Cool. What else? So let me see. With the hashtag thing, I feel like that's really important, because I did take an Instagram course within the last 3 months, and I know hashtags do bring in more business. Because if you're bored at work and you are scrolling through Instagram, you might accidentally hashtag aviation, because that kind of thing does happen. So hashtags, I think, are great. I think knowing the number of followers you want is great. I like that there is a landing page suggestion. And then, of course, the ideal client avatar. That's something that every single business class I've been through that's been worth anything has said, figure out who your ideal client is, and to the specific level that this shows. Of course, for the number of pets, it's probably not as relevant for aviation nor for myself. However, it is pretty relevant to get inside of the heads of your ideal client, figure out where they're consuming their information. Because really, at the end of the day, they want to work with you, right? Your ideal client is not someone who doesn't want to work with you. If they are, you're probably a collection agency or something, something a little bit rougher. But ideally, your ideal client is someone who's like dying to give you money hand over fist, because you're going to solve their problem. So I think that's something that's often overlooked, more often than it should be. Like, I could overlook that 7 days a week. Like, I forget about who I'm working for, because I'm like, oh, I need to get more views or more likes, more subscribes.
So if you're old school and you want to have something that is tangible, that you can put your hands on, that has all of your goals and objectives and everything else, this is invaluable. Otherwise, it's going to be frustrating.
Great. Good final word. John, do you agree, disagree?
Yes. I mean, I can't find fault with what she said. Not this time, anyway.
Yeah. I agree as well.
Oh, good grief. You guys are all so agreeable today. I mean, I need to start bringing up something more controversial. I have opinions.
But no, I think you're right. It's helpful for some, not as helpful for others. 100%. Cool. Let's sign off. So my name is Michael Gaminol. ASVAB Domination through Gaminol Tutors. You can find me on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram, and I'm doing a booklet giveaway within the next 2 weeks. So go ahead, like, and tag a friend who needs ASVAB help, and we'll see if you can win the free booklet. That's a $100 value that you could get for free. So Gaminol Tutors on Instagram.
Fantastic.
Go ahead, Mom.
inspired, actually. I think we should do a giveaway of our strategy planning and budget workshop, which features this book heavily. So yeah, like us on Facebook or Instagram and tag a friend who needs to be more organized, whether they're in your organization or elsewhere. And give somebody a free pass to that class.